Hello students, let us learn the third chapter of your geography textbook today. Mineral and power resources. What is mineral? It is a substance that occurs naturally and has a definite chemical composition. They are not distributed evenly all over the world. Minerals are unequally distributed all over the world. They can be found concentrated in a particular area or in a rock formation. Some minerals are found in areas which are not easily accessible. Places like Antarctica and the ocean bed of the Arctic region are not easily reachable for us. But there is the deposit of minerals. Minerals are formed in different types of geological environment under varying conditions. They are formed naturally and no human interference is required for their formation. We can identify minerals with the help of their physical properties such as density. Density is the thickness of the mineral, hardness, color, and chemical properties like solubility. What is solubility? The ability of anything to dissolve in water. With all these, we can identify minerals. Now let us find out the different types of minerals. More than 3000 different types of minerals can be found on our planet Earth. Minerals can be classified as metallic and non-metallic on the basis of their composition. Those minerals which contain metals in its raw form are called metallic minerals. They are hard substances that are capable of conducting electricity and heat. Manganese ore, iron ore, and bauxite ore are a few examples of metallic minerals. Metallic minerals can be further classified as non-ferrous and ferrous. Metals such as silver, lead, copper, etc. are non-ferrous. And talking about ferrous metals. Ferrous metals have iron as one of their main components. Iron ore, manganese and chromite are ferrous metals. Ferrous metals contain iron in them. Minerals are buried under the earth's surface. The process by which minerals are taken out from those rocks which are buried under the surface of the earth is called mining. There are different ways of mining minerals. Those minerals which are present in shallow depths are taken out once the layer of surface is removed. This process is known as open cast mining. And to dig out the minerals which are buried deep under the earth, deep bores which are known as shafts are made in order to reach the deposits of minerals that lie at great depths. This process is known as shaft mining. Mining the minerals with the help of shafts. Minerals such as natural gas and petroleum are present far below the surface of the earth. In order to take them out, deep wells are bored or deep wells are made. This process is called drilling. There are certain minerals that are found easily near the surface of the earth. They are simply dug out. This process is called quarrying. Now let us talk about the distribution of minerals. Minerals are found in different types of rocks such as sedimentary rocks, metamorphic and igneous rocks. Iron ore in North Sweden, copper and nickel deposits in Ontario in Canada, iron, nickel, chromite and platinum in South Africa are examples of minerals found in igneous and metamorphic rocks. And what are these igneous and metamorphic rocks? Igneous rocks are formed through the cooling and solidification of magma or lava that comes out at the time of volcanic eruption. Metamorphic rocks are formed in a process called metamorphism. The original rock is subjected to temperatures greater than 150 to 200 degrees Celsius, causing deep physical or chemical changes to the rock. Young-fold mountains and plains formed by sedimentary rocks consist of non-metallic minerals such as limestone. Manganese deposits in Georgia, limestone deposits in Caucasus region of France, and Algeria's phosphate beds are a few examples of non-metallic deposits in the world. Petroleum and coal also can be found in sedimentary rocks. Now let us look at the distribution of minerals in different continents of the world. Let's start with Asia. India and China have large iron ore deposits. More than half of tin produced across the world comes from Asia. Indonesia, China, and Malaysia are some of the leading producers of tin in the world. Tungsten, lead, and antimony are produced in large amounts in China. Deposits of bauxite, manganese, copper, nickel, and zinc are also found in Asia. Let us find out the minerals found in Europe. Europe is the leading producer of iron ore in the world. Ukraine, France, Russia, and Sweden are the countries that have large deposits of iron ore. Mineral deposits of zinc, copper, manganese, and lead are found in Europe and Russia and Eastern Europe. And now let us look at the distribution of minerals in North America. The mineral deposits of North America are found in three zones: the Western Mountain Ranges, the Appalachian region, and the Canadian region north of the Great Lakes. Canadian Shield region has the deposit of iron ore, gold, uranium, nickel, and copper. The Appalachian region has the deposit of coal. Vast deposits of gold, lead, silver, and copper are present in Western Cordillera region. Now let us move on to South America. Brazil is the leading producer of high-grade iron ore in the world. Peru and Chile lead in copper production. Tin can be found in large amounts in Bolivia and Brazil. Large deposits of silver, chromium, gold, manganese, platinum, bauxite, asbestos, mica, and diamond can be found in South America. Colombia, Argentina, Chile, Venezuela, and Peru are the producers of mineral oil in South America. Now let us move on to African continent. African continent is the leading producer of platinum, diamond, and gold. Zaire, South Africa, and Zimbabwe produce gold in large quantities. Chromium, cobalt, iron ore, uranium, copper, and bauxite are the other minerals found in Africa. Oil is found in countries such as Angola, Libya, and Nigeria in African continent. And now let us find out the mineral deposits of Australia. Australia is the leading producer of bauxite in the world. Iron ore, nickel, gold, tin, and diamond are the other minerals found in huge quantities there. Zinc, copper, lead, and manganese are some of the other minerals to be found in Australia. In Western Australia, regions such as Coolgardie and Kalgoorlie have the largest deposits of gold. Now let us look at the deposit of minerals in Antarctica. I told you there are places in the world where mineral deposits are there, but they are not easily accessible. Scientists predict that there is the existence of a variety of minerals in large amounts in Antarctica. There is a large deposit of coal in Trans-Antarctic Mountains and iron ore near the Prince Charles Mountains. Other important minerals such as oil, gold, and silver ore are also found in large quantities there in Antarctica. Talking about the distribution of minerals in India, India has the deposit of iron ore, bauxite, mica, copper, manganese, limestone, gold, salt, etc. But here I give you a task. Find out the states where these minerals are found in our country. It's a task given to you. Don't forget to do that. Now let us move on to the uses of minerals. Minerals are mainly used in industries. Minerals that are used in the manufacturing of germs are hard in nature. Copper is the metal which is used to manufacture pipes, utensils, coins, etc. Silicon is obtained from quartz and it is mainly used in the computer industry. Aluminium is obtained from its ore bauxite. It is used in manufacturing buildings, kitchen equipments, airplanes, automobiles, etc. Remember, all these minerals are free gifts of nature, but they are exhaustible. They can be completely used up. If they are not used carefully, they may not be available for the coming generations. So it is necessary that they have to be conserved. Let us find out how we can conserve mineral resources. Conservation of mineral resources. We know that minerals are non-renewable resources provided by nature. The process of concentration and formation of these minerals take thousands of years. The rate at which these minerals are formed is slower than the people use them. Hence, it is important that the authorities or the government should introduce necessary steps to reduce wastage in the process of mining these minerals. Another way to conserve these minerals is recycling. Reusing and reducing the use of minerals are other ways to conserve minerals. That's all about minerals. Now let us move on to power resources. Energy or power has an important role to play in our lives. They are needed in various sectors such as agriculture, transport, communication, defense, industry, etc. Power resources are divided into two categories, conventional and non-conventional. Let us learn about them in detail. Let us start with conventional resources. Those energy resources which have been in use for a long time are known as conventional resources. Fossil fuels and firewood are examples of conventional resources. Let us learn more about them. Let's start with firewood. Firewood is mostly used for heating and cooking. In India, more than 50% of energy used by villagers comes from firewood. Talking about the fossil fuel, millions of years ago, remains of animals and plants got buried under the earth. Due to the pressure and heat, they got converted into fossil fuels. Fossil fuels such as natural gas, petroleum and coal are a few of the main sources of conventional energy. However, the reserves of fossil fuels are found only in limited amounts. The world population is increasing at a high speed, and this increased population needs these resources in large amounts. They use these resources at a high rate, but the speed of the formation of these resources is very slow. They take thousands of years to form. Therefore, many of these resources may get exhausted or completely used up very soon. Let us learn more about these fossil fuels. Let's start with coal. Coal is an important fossil fuel which is found in huge amounts across the globe. It is used as a domestic fuel. It is also used in industries such as iron and steel industries. It is used in steam engines, and it is also used to generate electricity. Electricity that is generated from coal is known as thermal power. Coal is also referred to as buried sunshine. There is a reason for that. Find out that reason. The reason is there is in your textbook. France, China, Germany, USA and South Africa are some of the leading producers of coal across the globe. Jharia, Bokaro, Raniganj and Dhanbad are the coal producing regions in India. Another important fossil fuel is petroleum. Petroleum is found between layers of rocks and it is drilled from the areas located in offshore regions across the coastal areas. The crude oil, the raw form of petroleum, is processed in refineries. Wax, lubricants, diesel, plastic, kerosene and petrol are extracted from this crude oil. Since petroleum as well as its products are valuable in nature, they are also referred to as black gold because that crude oil is black in color. Qatar, Iran, Saudi Arabia and Iraq are some of the leading producers of petroleum in the world. The other major producers of petroleum are Venezuela, USA, Russia and Algeria. The deltas of Godavari and Krishna rivers, Bombay High in Mumbai and Digboi in Assam are the areas where petroleum is found in India. Another important fossil fuel is natural gas. Natural gas is usually found with petroleum deposits. As the crude oil is brought to the surface of the earth, the natural gas also gets released. It is used as industrial as well as domestic fuel. Netherlands, Norway, UK and Russia are a few of the major producers of natural gas in the world. Krishna Godavari Delta, Tripura, offshore areas of Mumbai and Jaisalmer are a few of the areas where natural gas is found in India. There are only a very few countries that have sufficient amounts of natural gas deposits. There is a sharp increase in the use of fossil fuels due to the increase in the world population. It leads to depletion of these fossil fuels. The poisonous gases released when these fossil fuels are burned pose a big threat to the environment. The stock of fossil fuels is limited and their excessive use causes environmental pollution. This has led to the tapping of various non-conventional sources of energy that are cleaner alternatives to fossil fuels. That's all about fossil fuels. Another important conventional source of energy is tidal power. Tidal power or water power is power driven from the energy of falling or fast flowing water. This fast flowing water is used to turn the blades of the generator to produce electricity. The energy produced using water is called hydroelectricity. The water which gets discharged after generation of electricity is used for the process of irrigation later on. China, Paraguay, Brazil and Norway are some of the biggest producers of tidal power in the world. Damodar Valley, Nagarjuna Sagar, Gandhi Sagar and Bakranangal are some of the important tidal power projects in our country, India. That's all about conventional source of energy. Now let us learn about the non-conventional sources of energy. What are non-conventional sources of energy? Renewable energy sources are called non-conventional sources of energy. They are energy sources that are continuously replenished or renewed by natural processes. The increased use of fossil fuels leads to the depletion of fossil fuels such as coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. If the present rate of consumption continues, they will be completely exhausted in immediate future. Apart from that, their usage also causes environmental pollution. Hence, it is required that we start using non-conventional sources of energy such as solar energy, wind energy, nuclear energy, geothermal energy, tidal energy, biogas, etc., which are renewable in nature. Let's learn more about non-conventional sources of energy. Let's start with solar energy. The sun provides us light and heat. This solar energy is tapped in solar cells to generate electricity. These cells are joined in order to form solar panels so that electricity can be generated for lighting and heating purposes. Solar energy is also used in devices such as solar dryers, solar heaters, solar cookers, etc. Nowadays, it is also used for community lighting and traffic signals. The other non-conventional source of energy is wind energy. Wind energy doesn't get exhausted easily. Since ancient times, windmills have been used to grind grains and lift water. Nowadays, high-speed winds rotate the windmills, which is connected to generator to produce electricity. Windmills are installed in the regions that have strong and steady wind flow. Countries such as Germany, Netherlands, USA, Spain and Denmark rely on wind energy a lot. The other non-conventional source of energy is nuclear power. Nuclear power is obtained from energy stored in the nuclei of atoms of naturally occurring radioactive elements like uranium and thorium. These fuels undergo nuclear fusion in the nuclear reactors and emit energy. Europe and the USA are the greatest producers of nuclear power in the world. In India, Jharkhand and Rajasthan have a huge quantity of uranium deposits. Kerala's monazite sands have thorium deposits, which is a potential resource. The other non-conventional source of energy is geothermal energy. Heat energy obtained from the earth is known as geothermal energy. The temperature of the earth's interior starts rising in a steady manner as we go deeper. This heat energy takes the form of hot springs. It is used to generate power. Geothermal energy, which is found in the form of hot springs, is used for bathing, cooking and heating. World's largest geothermal power plant is located in the USA. Central America, New Zealand, Philippines, and Iceland are the other leading producers of geothermal energy in the world. In India, geothermal plants exist in Ladakh's Puga Valley and Manikaran in Himachal Pradesh. The other non-conventional source of energy is tidal energy. Energy generated from tides is called tidal energy. Dams are built at the narrow openings of seas. It is used to harness tidal energy. During the high tide, the energy of the tides is utilized to turn on the turbine installed in the dam to produce electricity. France, Russia, and the Gulf of Kutch in India have some of the huge tidal mill farms in the world. The other important non-conventional source of energy is biogas. Dead animals, plant materials, kitchen waste, and animal dung are some of the examples of organic waste that can be converted into biogas. It is a gaseous fuel. The organic waste is decomposed by bacteria in biogas digesters to emit biogas, which is essentially a mixture of methane and carbon dioxide. Biogas is an excellent fuel for cooking and lighting, and it produces huge amount of organic manure, which can be used to manure our agricultural fields. Energy is found everywhere. However, we need to understand that it is difficult and expensive to harness energy. Hence, we should avoid wasting energy. The energy generated has to be saved well. It will be useful and beneficial for the coming generations. That's all about the chapter. Now read the chapter well and watch the video again. Then make as many one-word questions and answers as possible and send that to my WhatsApp number before 5 p.m. today. Thank you for watching.